back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. Pretty sure that intro is still all choppy. I don't know why. I've remade it to try to get it to work better, and it still doesn't look like it's working right. Story of my life. But we're going to talk about Salad AI. I'll probably talk a little bit about... oh, I already turned that off. What's the other one? Octaspace, Windows 11. We'll cover a bunch of stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So Salad AI, some of the demand is back. We are on version 1.9.2, and I can tell you version 1.9.2 doesn't look like it's fixed anything. Half of my machines right now are on 1.9.2, and they're all constantly getting errors and bugs and looking like garbage and keep constantly crashing out. But it is the current model we have, so Salad is kind of back to being Salad and whatever. Let's see here. I got two, so let's switch over here, look at the demand really quickly. So 4090s are looking good, 3090 Ti, 3090s are looking good. 5090 is coming way up too. Come in the Discord here and we look at the demand. If you don't have this in here as something you can see, I think if you type #demand/monitor, I think it'll come up and then you can see it. And I think you gotta press a button to say you want to see it all the time. This is probably the only real thing I'm really doing on Discord right now is constantly checking this. So 5090 right now is almost at 50% utilization. So if you had a 5090, I mean, it might not be that bad to almost get it running on Salad. I mean, you probably have it running on another thing right now. So if you're just leaving it running on whatever other thing you have it on too, that may be better. But Salad is slowly looking like it might become an option for 50 series cards. So we'll see if that happens or not. The only one I have so far is the 5060 Ti. It's still down to less than 10%, so still not looking to throw that one into anything yet. 4090 is at 77%. 3090 Ti is at 86%. So like getting a 3090 Ti right now might not necessarily be terrible. I don't know if these jobs are really paying or not, though. I don't know if you'll ever be able to ROI it, but if you get it at a really good price, you know, maybe it might be good. 3090s are at 80%, and then I think the only other one that's really getting anything is the 4070 Ti Super. That one's at 70%. Everything else is pretty much junk. 3060 Ti's are at 45%, but I don't think they're making any money. If you have like super cheap electric, you might be able to be making enough. I'm at like 18 cents per kilowatt hour, so I'm just losing my butt off on 3060 Ti, so I am not running them at all. And I don't know, you're going to have to take a look at it to see if any of that is worth it. I know they said new pricing on everything. I haven't seen much of the new pricing yet. Is the new pricing listed in here? Let's see. This was going to come in the comments later when we come into it. How much is that point? 148 times 24. Somebody said, yeah, it's 3090 jobs. You can get them as low as $3.55. None of mine are there though. Let's take a look and see what are mine at. So 4090 number 3 for me is doing 22.6 cents, which is about $5.50. So yeah, all of my 4090s right now are all doing about $5.50. My 3090s, I pretty much just got all of them up and running. 3090 number 4 though has been running for a little bit. Oh, this one's not showing up in here. I'll take a look at that and see which one this one is. It's not 4. Is that 9? It might be 9, because I don't think this is actually... No. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take a look and see. Been moving a lot of stuff around, so that one maybe might be 6 or 8. Quite possibly. I don't know why it's not showing up right. I'll have to take a look and see later on. But this is a... it's a 3090. Yeah, I just got most of them up and running literally today. We'll get into that in a little bit, what I had to do. Because they're on... This one's on Windows 10 still. All of the rest of them are on Windows 11. That's got me curious. But at 80 cents, that's about $1.95 per day for the 3090. So it's still not too bad. I think they were a little bit over $2 before, so it's just a little bit under $2. So in my calculations, so I have it in here, let's see, 3090. If it's making $2 at 300 watts, my electric would be $1.33, which puts me at about it puts me about 70 cents profit before fees and about 56 cents after fees. So it might be like 51 cents right now after fees on actual profit at 18 cents per kilowatt hour right now on the 3090. I don't really have pricing, the new pricing on any of the other cards yet because they don't have any demand for them. I don't have a 4070 Ti Super, so I don't know what those are actually running at right now. We'll have to wait and see if the demand comes back for any of them. But that's pretty much all of that. What have I been at here? If we look at the last 30 days, it's been kind of poopy. You can see here 30 days ago, it was probably not horrifically bad 30 days ago. 30 days ago, still at $31. So that was probably still only like 9 machines or 12 machines. And then, yeah, last month has just been terrible. It's been going pretty solid for me right now, like this $15, $16 last several days. Yesterday looks like it was a little less. It's going pretty solid though, like this $15, $16, about $16 with all just with the 3090s. So I'm hoping maybe we'll see maybe like tomorrow-ish or the day after some of these 3090s will start picking up some work. I don't know with this one, this number 4, this one's been on for a couple of days. I don't know if it's just really far back in the queue or if maybe there's something wrong with that version of Windows, because that one's still running on Windows 10. That was one of the machines that wouldn't let me update it to Windows 11. So I may try to force that one and boot it. I did make one of these here. Let's go full screen so you can see it. Windows 11 LIT. So this is like the light version, like the industrial version. I do have one of those easy install now, so if it won't, I can do that. I don't know exactly how that works with having to have a verified copy of Windows. It says I have 90 days before I have to figure it out, so I feel like I've got about 90 days before I got to figure it out. So I don't want to put that version necessarily on everything, but any version that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, I may put that on. I can then possibly go buy a key for it. The one thing that I am worried about with buying a whole bunch of keys for the Windows Lite, if I have to, is that's locked in to your hardware. So whereas I like to play with my hardware and, switch out graphics cards and switch out RAM and all that, I think if you do that, I think you lose your key. So I'm going to have to do more figuring out on that and see if there's any way I can get that worked out and figured out. But that's pretty much that. So I think I have my Windows 11 figured out. So in that, I might actually come back to Octaspace. I do still need to get my wallet properly figured out for Octaspace, but I'll go back and double check our comments We'll see how far I get through everything today. I think I just have the one 3090 machine I need to pull out and pull it off my testing area inside the house right now. I got all that worked out, so the next thing for Xspace I need to figure out for sure is the wallet and make sure it looks like the wallet is for sure good, which I don't think is necessarily that hard to do. And then I can start trying to mine some Octa. My goal for that right now is probably going to be just to put my old 30 series cards in multiple GPU per rig. I think I'm going to make like a 3060 Ti, and the rest of them I may just double the rest of them up, because I think these are all these 3070 rigs I have here, I think I can put 2 cards in each one. So I may do something like that in 3060 rig with 2 of them. So I may just double those all up and then try to run that stuff on Octaspace. We'll see. I don't know for sure if I'm going back to Octaspace. I'll make more videos on it later on if I do, but as I got the Windows 11 figured out, we will come back into that. So for the Windows 11, my problem, it was driver issues for the whole thing. Well, it was driver issues for the ones that I got it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. So I tried to download Windows 11 onto about 10 machines. 5 of them worked fine. 2 of them I don't think, or 3 of them did not work at all, which I believe the flash drive with the Windows Lite should be able to do that just fine. So I should be able to get that on Windows 11 on those now without a problem. And then, what would it be, about 4 or 6 of them, so maybe I tried doing it on 12 machines altogether, like maybe 6 machines then, I think. I installed Windows 11 on, but it had massive driver issues, so the Windows 11 wasn't working right. I'll leave the YouTube video for this link down below. If you're not following CyberCPU Tech, I very highly recommend following this guy. He's got a lot of really, really good videos on how to work around for Windows 11 and how to. He's the one I found this video on how to do the driver stuff. Because trying to Google all of the errors that I was getting, wasn't getting that it was drivers. Well, I mean, I was getting that it could have been drivers, and then I was trying to manually do the drivers myself, and that just wasn't working that well. So what he does in this video specifically is he suggests you get Snappy Driver Installer. This is open source, so it's supposed to be good. I put it, you need at least 128 megabytes for a flash drive. So I did not actually put mine on a flash drive. I actually, from Salad, I have probably like 20 or 30 of these like 4 to 5 terabyte hard drives. So USB hard drives, expandable hard drives. So I just used a 4 terabyte one of these and I put it on that. And I'm going to use that because that's what I have. I don't have any 128 megabyte thumb drives. So essentially the same thing, just kind of overkill. But I downloaded it and then I installed all of the drivers. It takes a while when you install when you download all the drivers onto the hard drive. A 64 gigabyte won't quite get it done for all of the drivers. It took almost 2 days for me to download all of the drivers. So just a little bit of heads up, like it can be a little bit of a big thing. But now I have this super easy tool. I can just plug in and update all my drivers in like 2 minutes. Because on my Windows 11 X99 machines, they all needed like 70 drivers a piece to be updated. So, I mean, it was like overkill. There's no way, I mean, I couldn't even find out what half these drivers were called that I needed to look for to find that it didn't have. This tool worked great, amazing. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I'm not affiliated with CyberPC Tech. I'm not affiliated with Salad. I'm not affiliated with Discord. I'm not affiliated with anything. I'm just a YouTube gamer trying to get all this done because I enjoy it. So Salad's looking pretty good. I got my Windows 11 stuff figured out. I still don't have everything on Windows 11. I got a lot more to do and probably a lot more to play around with that still. But I have started to make some serious headway in getting some of this stuff figured out I need to get figured out. So I figured I would share all that with you guys. Also bring up that Salad's on version 1.9.2 now. That doesn't seem to work any better than 1.9.1. So maybe when you wake up tomorrow, we'll see version 1.9.3 that might work or might not work. But yes, I can say for sure 1.9.2 came out. I put it on a machine this morning, I believe on 3094 and 4093, I want to say. I think I put it on both of those two this morning, and I've immediately gotten errors from it. It can still pick up jobs even though it's gotten error, but I am definitely getting a ton of errors from the new version. So yeah, hopefully they fix it. I mean, I don't know what they were doing this last month. I don't know how they didn't get their... I thought they were getting all of this stuff fixed and worked out, but apparently not. So we'll see, but I will very likely be trying to get some stuff back on Octaspace here real soon. I may just try to do one machine for now to try to make sure it looks like the wallet works. Depends how comfortable I guess I feel with the wallet. I know I felt really irritated last time. I didn't get everything set up right. I still wasn't set up right on whether I was asking for Octa or USD. I'm aware of that. I figured that out almost immediately. But I just never really... I went in and fixed it and then immediately turned it off like 30 minutes later. So I was like, why did I even bother fixing it? We'll see how everything goes. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I did promise I was going to get to your guys' comments here, so we will look at your comments from the last video from Salad AI 1.9.1. Let's put this over onto here so you guys can see what I'm reading. So Ultra Jones, 4090 jobs are now low $3 range, unacceptable for 4090. I think it's $3.50, which yes, I do very much so agree that is pretty unacceptable. I don't know if I'd really be willing to tolerate that. Let's see here. My electric cost. Well, yeah, I had this calculated out in here when I did my video. The lowest we were getting before, we were getting jobs as low as $3.35. So at the price it said in Salad was $3.50. It's actually more than I have in here in my little spreadsheet. In my little spreadsheet, though, I have if it's making $3.35 per day, I'm using about 300 watts total. Averaging 300 watts total. The current electric cost would be about $1.30. So, oh, this isn't right. That's not right at all. I don't have the net figured out correctly. It says after fees at $3.35. It should be... You should still be profiting $1.71. But my net is wrong, so I don't know for sure if that after fees total is right. So even if it is a little less than $3.30 now for the 4090 at 18 cents per kilowatt hour, you should still be profiting about $1.70 per day. Yeah, it seems about right. About $1.70 a day profit still. So not necessarily horrific, but if that does look like that is constantly all you're getting now, then I would possibly look into putting them onto another platform. But yeah, all of my 4090s right now are all above that. So maybe something like the 3090s, where I've seen it with the 3090s, because with the ones with the bad drivers, I was still able to get it to run on Wi-Fi for like 4 or 5 hours. So with the 3090s, I've still seen some of them running at a higher job, running at like a $3 to $4 range. So they're not all necessarily running just at like that $1.95 per day range. Some of them you can still get some better jobs with 3090s. The 4090s may be in that too, where like you're hoping for the bigger job, but sometimes you're just going to get the smaller one. But yeah, hopefully it's. I mean, if it is definitely, if all you're getting are the $3 jobs, I would definitely put it on another platform. Crypto 23, keep the faith. Trying to. It was definitely rough there. I got pretty irritated. I was ready to be done with everything. I have everything in pieces. I think I've got a much better job now of things being put back together again. The stuff that's not currently put back together again, I have pretty well organized. So hopefully I can slowly get everything back up and running and good to go. Darnell, 14070 Ti Super of 5 rigs has jobs. Does seem to be slowly coming back. Yeah, 4070 Ti Super. I wish I had one of those right now because they do seem like they're getting work pretty good. Hot dogs. For the meantime, go for holiday for a few weeks, and when you come back, demand should be high. I did take it pretty easy there. Definitely got a little mentally stressed out, and just kind of put it all off to the side for a little bit. Played video games for like 2-3 weeks, pretty solid, and I'm ready to try to see if I can get some of the stuff back up and running again and working and all that. Crypto Craig, appreciate the update. Thanks for the video. Appreciate you for watching and commenting. Mr. Buttuz, it's been rough lately for sure. Price cuts to Chef are not gonna help really. We'll see what some of the price cuts do look like. It looks like they don't have their software still working right. So I don't know I would assume that's most likely Salad because I'm seeing the errors. If that was the customer's programming that's not working right, I don't think I would be seeing the errors. I think the customer would be seeing the errors. So this looks to me more like right now the problem is Salad's programming is still just poop. So they're going to need to get that ironed out in the next couple of days before they try bringing all the customers back. Because if they bring all the customers back and like, oh, we are just horrifically unreliable, customers are going to be like, well, this doesn't work for us. So we'll see what happens. Everyone renting out hardware on Salad is basically doing that below cost. Cloud providers like Amazon, Google, etc. will always be more expensive compared to Salad. I'm assuming this guy probably really knows what he's talking about. Compared to Salad because of the companies want to make profit. Even if you build your own infrastructure factory in all cost, likely depression management, data center space, cooling, etc., then Salad will be a far cheaper option. Therefore, demand for Salad will always remain. Only question is, will it be enough to keep everyone offering hardware for rent satisfied? I don't know how much real servers cost. I've looked into it a little bit. I know they are crazy expensive. When I was in Chia, I was definitely looking real hard into servers because I wanted the JBODs or whatever. I really wanted them. I bought one. I never got it up and running. It's still sitting upstairs. It has a bunch of 3 terabyte hard drives in it. Just never really. It just always felt like it was just a little bit too much homework for me. I did buy one though. I do have one. And I may someday get it up and running. We'll see. I have so much hard drive space though, and I have so much hard drive option stuff for everything. It's crazy. So, but yeah, I've looked a little bit into servers. I keep looking more into them. It's definitely something I want to learn how to do more and better. I have the actual closet for it. My goal was to put real servers in there, and I just never did. Everything I have is just all rigged up, all funny. So, but yeah, even if you build your own, Salad will always be cheaper, so that's good. I mean, I do wonder though if this winds up being something though like people really need, they're gonna wind up turning to somebody that's more reliable. Because if Salad is just horrifically unreliable, then eventually you're just not gonna rent on Salad, even if it's cheap. Like if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So hopefully they can get everything worked out better. If not, gonna have to keep looking into other platforms and seeing how it all goes. You should take all the lower end cards and either sell them or throw them in dual X99 boards. This is definitely something that's interesting. I haven't seen any of the X99 boards with the huge PCI slots. I guess I haven't really looked for them though either. But it may be something I may need to look into and see and figure out. So I can get one of these dual X99 boards, 40 PCI slots. That might make it a lot easier to throw everything onto like Octaspace or one of those. But that's my thought right now. Is I'm gonna put all my like 8 GB cards that I think are pretty much useless, like Vast or Octaspace, and do that. I think he's got a really good idea here. Or sell everything and buy 5090s. So yeah, see how it goes. XRP Boss and I feel you waiting on Salad. When they do the pay cuts release, you burn more electricity and you're making mining. So I think that's what I wrote in here. I'm gonna probably sell all my, or probably not gonna put my 8 GB cards back on Salad. I assume, I'm gonna imagine none of them are gonna be making any money. If they do get back to demand, I'd like to try to find out. If they are, then I got nothing wrong putting them on Salad. If they're all losing money, I thought it's maybe to try putting them on another platform for now and see if they can make money on that. And then if they can't, then I'll probably have to look into just selling them all. Not great. Demand is still way down. Barely had a job over the last month running 3 machines. Those I had last no more than an hour. They seem pretty positive about new job announcement on Twitch. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, I think the stuff is definitely all coming. I think it's going to come back eventually here. I think there's too much momentum to this AI stuff, and I think as more people start learning how to use AI and figure out what they want to use AI for, like, I don't currently see a real use that I need AI for, but I wouldn't mind trying to see if I could find one. Like, I wonder if I could use AI to do, like, day trading. I'd have to learn how to day trade and learn how to input stuff in. But I have enough infrastructure here. I could probably build my own AI machine that I could use to help me figure out day trading. So that's kind of my thought. I don't know if it's really what I want to do, because it seems like it might be more work than it's worth, because I don't know anything about day trading at all. I know nothing. So I mean, the odds are, even if I try putting everything into an AI machine, if I don't know what I'm doing to start with, is it just going to wind up ending up putting up a bunch of stuff, just give me garbage? If I'm putting garbage in, is it just going to give me garbage out because I don't know enough of what I'm doing? User XR4IP, sell all the stuff and buy gold. I mean, it's an idea, but that's not fun. Matt IAZ, Maddie, it's Maddie AZ, maybe Maddie Arizona or something. I'm not sure. 1 year ago, I did start with 13060, 12 gigabyte, which made $2.19 a day. Demands, meaning shit, if I burn more than what I make, becomes useless. Like mining on GPUs, I mean, people still think Salad isn't a joke. Yeah, 3060s I'm definitely not a fan of running anymore. I don't think the 3060s were 3060 Ti's. I mean, you have to have like dirt cheap electric to be making anything at all. I just feel like it's just a waste. Even if you are making anything, it just winds up being pretty much nothing. So yeah. That's it. That's the comments from the last one. I said I was going to get to it. I wasn't actually thinking I was going to get to it when I started this, but I think I covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Salad looks like it's still coming back slowly. New version 1.9.2, garbage. Demand slowly looking a little bit better every day. Still not perfect. I may give Octaspace another try. Remote access, what do we got going on here? I have another 3090 out there. I thought I was going to do fresh installs of everything, So I went and I deleted everything off of here that doesn't have everything that was not still on really like anything. So because I don't even know which hard drives are in what anymore right now. So I've got to reconnect that one. The one out there should be done. Getting all the drives updated. So I need to re-put that one back on here for Chrome Remote Desktop. And then right now I've got the 3 4090s, and I will have 5 3090s in a couple of minutes up and running on Salad. And that's all I really have running right now. But I do see the way forward to get everything going. All of my Windows 11 problems, or the vast majority of my Windows 11 problems, really seem to be if you can get Windows 11 on the machine, the driver update stuff just seemed to be crazy, especially on like the X99 motherboards. Like, I mean, it's like 70 drivers that need to be updated per machine. I haven't looked at running the Snappy driver installer tool. I haven't tried running it on one that I did yet that's not on an X99 board. I'm going to take a look here in a minute at this other machine I have in here, the 3070 Ti on it. I'm going to plug that one in there in a minute and see how many drivers that one needs to do. But that one seemed like it is a normal, fully functional, working copy of Windows 11. So I think that one should be fine, but I'm curious to see how many drivers that one does need. But yeah, like the X99 boards, it's like 70, 75, 80 drivers, something like that. It's just a ridiculous amount of drivers. No way I could ever do that by myself. I tried and tried and tried, and it was just, I got so depressed I just gave up. But this does really seem to be the answer. If I can figure out how to do this in the Windows 11 setup good enough, I will probably make a video on it. If I don't feel like I understand the material well enough, I'll just share other people's guides who understand it far better than I do. I think, I'll say I highly recommend go subscribe to CyberCPU Tech if you're not already. You probably should be. His intake, his insights on everything, and some of the videos he do are really, really good. A lot of them are guides, but he does occasionally do videos on kind of like trends and stuff and what's coming and the way things are going. And I think his takes on stuff are really, really good. So I think I originally started watching his stuff because Son of a Tech would reference him quite a bit, and then I've just started his guides seem to just be the ones that work the best for everything I've done. So highly recommend him. Snappy driver tool, definitely pretty good. You download this version, and he's got it all in here. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So I think his guide is, I didn't realize his guide was this guide is actually that old. This guide's 3 years old. But yeah, so this page does look a little differently because it takes you to here to download it instead of where it was downloading it before. But yeah, seemed to work really good and well. So that's all I got for this one. So if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.